Barbara, if you remain for this next and last question before we go into closing remarks. Denton ISD, like a number of school systems around Texas, is operating on a deficit this year. Can you speak to the issues associated with this deficit and how it might be addressed?
Denton ISD, like every other ISD in the state of Texas, is operating under a deficit budget because the state of Texas has not given us an increase in our basic allotment since 2019. In 2021, when they had a chance to increase that, the federal government gave us ESSER funds, federal funds to deal with the learning loss, and instead of giving us more with that, they took away the amount that the federal government gave us and kept it stagnant. 2023, $30 billion, they didn't give us any. They set our tax rate. We have no local control over that. So I could go on and on.
Debi Scaggs. Denton ISD, like a number of school systems around Texas, is operating on a deficit this year. Can you speak to the issues associated with this deficit and how it might be addressed?
Well, Denton hasn't received any funds from the state since 2019, but we have budgeted like we were going to get those funds, and so that has created a problem. We also had $22 million from ESSER funds that have been spent, and then we had the $1.2 billion bond that passed that has been spent. So we've been doing a lot of spending, and now we've overspent, and so we have $17 million in debt. And so I think that some things that we're going to have to do is to build more conservatively when we build our schools. We need to have some administrative cuts. We need to just probably have an external investigation into our budget to find out where we can cut the fat, and hopefully get back on track, and then eventually, hopefully we can create a merit system for our teachers to give them bonuses out of that savings.
Thank you. Terry Senne. Denton ISD, like a number of school systems, is operating at a deficit this year. Can you speak to the issues associated with this and how it might be addressed?
We have to operate within our means. We're already 17.5 million in deficit spending. We have to operate within our means. That number keeps growing. Next year is projected at $20 million. What we have to do is cut away from anything that's not a priority, that takes away from students so that they can pursue their own dreams as they get ready to finish up school and go on to a career or a job. We have to cut administrative costs, and we also have to cut computer technology to an extent. We can save a lot of money. Thank you.
Sheryl English. Denton ISD, like a number of schools, is operating at a deficit. Can you speak to the issues associated with this deficit and how it might be addressed?
First, people need to learn how school funding works. Yes, we did pass a $1.2 billion fund, but that's for capital projects. That is not our maintenance and operations, which is a different fund. We're at a deficit because the state has not awarded us the basic allotment to keep us out of the red. And in good faith, because we have reserves in our district gave a 3% raise to our teachers because our teachers haven't had a raise either. So there is no fat to trim. We're as lean as we can get with the lowest tax rate, and we didn't raise the tax rate even when we had our bond. The growth paid for that.